Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Help Coin Home on your crypto repair. I'm your boss. With a little luck, Ripple Van Winkle and all of his friends are having a great day. Saturday is the day of the college soccer championships for kids. My girlfriend and I went to the pool early because they work early. In very short order, we received the first hand payment we had ever received. We set off a small fire in Lincoln. Before we get into this, I'll tell you a short story because we're going to talk about XRP Breakout within 48 hours. I got you covered for the interview. During the 60-minute time frame, this will be done. Interview at Brad Gallen's house. Before I tell you about my morning, I want to say something that will blow your mind. So we went there. You understand, I know it cost $200. It was given to us destroyed, just destroyed. When we were filing to leave, we were taking a chance, and I felt like I did when you buy something. How you feel in your stomach. It felt like this thing was about to happen, like Firelink or the game you chose. Like something was about to show up. As it turned out, I felt like going to the ATM. I got some extra cash and sat down. I said, let's play this, and I did. It cost me 50 centinums, $3 a spin. The next thing you realize is that we have an edge and the bonus balls are losing. We're getting new degrees. We can see all the way to the top for the ones you know about Firelinks, which are believed to be about 4 or 5 ranges away. You get it by dropping your balls in the flow. That's why we get the balls they drop. Next level starts. Now that the next level is open, we need about 3 balls to free the last level, which has a chief and a mini Satan worth about $1,700. I think we put back about $200 after that and turned around and left, which I didn't know is that when you hit a hand pay on a slot machine, they obviously give you cash, but the amount of money you still have in the machine doesn't print out. With a hand pay, I stand up far away from the system and don't know that a man is coming to me. He says, good day, you still got 160 bucks in the system, which I thought was crazy by higher pass. Printing this out worked really well, and I'm back here now. She's watching the dogs. Going to move on to live trading in a bit. It was a great morning, and here we are with Bitcoin 100,000. It is currently up 0.8% over the last 24 hours, and Ethereums have returned about 4,000 Ethereums to fear. Down factors are factors 0.5% XRP getting into the number 3 spot with bucks and 56 cents. It's currently up more than 7% in. In the last 24 hours, USDT has been pegged to the dollar. The total market value of all cryptocurrencies is now only a little less than $4 trillion, with $3.7 trillion being the low end of that range. It's not too bad or too bad now. Someone sent us a text saying XRP next 24 to 48 hours. They're saying that from now until tomorrow, they think XRP is going to go through the roof. Since I want to be honest, I think this is based on the talk with Brad Gallinghouse. We're going to go over the 60-minute conversation for those of you who already know it after this. Not know that I have a new Patreon club. It costs $5. You can download all of my YouTube videos without any ads. This is where I'll be talking about crypto and altcoins. Everything I post on YouTube is free. This will be better, and it will include all the movies. We all know what happened with the ban on YouTube, so I need a different copy. It costs less than buying a YouTube account for getting rid of ads and getting all the information in there plus you. Get DMS where you can talk to me and reach me. I do my best to get back to them. And once we get enough people to sign up, I'll start doing live streams for Patreon members instead of the 3 million people who usually join my live streams and try to ask questions. I do my best to answer all of them, but chat goes by so fast, it's really tough. But if we have, there should be 100 people who sign up for this, which is what I think we've wanted over the years, especially for the 5 green bags that I can use for special live stream events just for the subscribers. So feel free to ask questions. We can look at charts and talk about everything on a medium that won't limit us. I clearly believe in the freedom of speech of this crypto setup right here. XRP is 90% towards a theory, and I said it was possible to start a few leading our performance over both Ethereum and Bitcoin just over 2 weeks ago. That being said, we still have another 98% of upside to go before I reach my first main goal, which is for the XRP ETH pair to be priced at $4,000, which would put XRP a little above $5. He wants to get back his LTF variety for a 30% move to the upside in the next few short minutes. We just need to get over $3 for the first time in over 6 years. He thinks that's the next circulate that will push us above $3, which, excuse me, I sneezed. I had all of them. I lost it, which is what we'll talk about next. There's those turned into, which we might talk about in the next day or so, and then we move on to this. Case calls on CC Chairman Gensler to share Hinman's IG record in the new ad, which came out on Newswire. Something like this will be shown at some point in the 60-minute conversation. Don't forget about the interviews the next day with Brad Pitt and his family on 60 Minutes at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In them, it says that the patron push for a strong economy was led by outgoing Chairman Gary Gensler. Following through on their promise to do the right thing, the Securities and Exchange Commission finally released its report on ability conflicts of interest. By William Hinman, who used to be the Director of Business Finance, and an ad that is set to run for 60 minutes straight this week, it says, and I repeat, that this comes from Matthew. Right On, who is the head of Casey, says that an important reason why people in the U.S. no longer trust organizations like the SEC is because of concerns about possible conflicts of interest among some of the SEC's top officials. A lot of people know about the Inspector General's probe into the former Director of Company Finances. He started the report from the IG. It says that we want Chairman Gensler to do the right thing and make the study public. So people in the United States can know what happened that led to the government's most important moves on crypto rules toed lines for crypto in this week's episode of 60 Minutes. Martha Brennan talks to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse about crypto. This is the show's main crypto story. Case thinks that Chairman Gensler will be listening to the interview of Route because of the long-running crime case between the SEC and Ripple. He will definitely watch it. So the company is buying time during the show to ask the chairman to share the report. The government has seen the dog business enterprise strengthen oversight through the Freedom of Information Act and court cases against the government. You can get hundreds of pages of records, which looked into Mr. Heeman's actions at work that might have broken government rules on Battle of Hobby. The organization's findings led to proof being sent to the SEC in May 2022. In February 2020, the SEC, they said they were in the final stages of studying crypto areas. What do you think? Good evening, CEO Gensler. We all know that's not what I want to do. That's why we're leaving it no longer to play if you want to see it. I don't know if I'll get a copyright. It's on my Twitter page. This is also true in crypto places. The exact message will be shown. It's getting really interesting with this stomach. I bet that this XRP burst will happen in 48 hours. What do we want to talk about? So what did Bob say? This is where an XRP will try to break out in the future. December 7th and 8th, that's these days coming in today after today. So the question I was asked was, will Asia start the pump tonight? Getting us all to wake up to a beautiful new morning that led all the way up to the Brad Garlinghouse interview, according to Reliable Crypto. This breakout is the same breakout that he has talked about. He wouldn't give a timeline because he knows that it would be unfair to analysts. You don't meet deadlines. You just give them the styles, numbers, and what you think will happen and how you think it will happen. You set the date again based on the chart you provided because no one can time these things exactly. But Trustworthy Crypto says XRP still needs to make a claim. 30 moved to the upside, which will put us above $3 for the first time in 6 years. Waters above this is the first time I've heard about